Netflix, Disney, and the battle to control eyeballs. Who will win the media wars? Disney's new streaming service and the media wars. The $650 billion binge creative destruction in the entertainment business has had blockbuster results. America has seen some spectacular investment booms. Think of the railways in the 1860s, destroys car industry in the 1940s, or the fracking frenzy in this century. Today, the latest bonanza is in full swing, but instead of steel and sand, it involves scripts, sounds, screens, and celebrities. This week, Disney launched a streaming service which offers Star Wars and other hits from its vast catalog for $6.99 per a month, less than the cost of DVD. As the business model pioneered by Netflix is copied by dozens of rivals, over 700 million subscribers are streaming video across the planet. Roughly as much cash, over $100 billion this year, is being invested in content as is in America's oil industry. In total, the entertainment business has spent at least $650 billion on acquisitions and programming in the past 5 years. This binge is the culmination of 20 years of creative destruction. New technologies and ideas have shaken up music, gaming, and now television. Today, many people associate economic change with the deteriorating living standards, job losses, being ripped off, or living under virtual monopolies in search and social networks. But this business blockbuster is a reminder that dynamic markets can benefit consumers with lower prices and better quality. Government has so far had little to do with the boom, but when it inevitably picks, the state will have a part to play by ensuring that the market stays open and vibrant. The entertainment business is fast moving by its very nature. It has few tangible assets. It relies on technology to distribute its wares, and its customers crave novelty. The emergence of sound in the 1920s cemented Hollywood as the center of the global film business. But by the end of the 20th century, the industry had grown as complacent as a punchline in a repeat episode of Friends. It relied on old technologies, analog broadcasting, slow internet connections, and the storage of sounds and sights on fiddly CDs, DVDs, and hard devices. And the commercial approach was to rip off consumers by overcharging for stale content packaged into oversized bundles. The first shutter came in music in 1999 with internet services, soon putting established music firms such as EMI and Warner Music under pressure. In television, Netflix broke the mold in 2007 by using broadband connections to sell video subscriptions, undercutting the cable firms. When the smartphone took off, it tailored its service to handheld devices. The firm has acted as a catalyst for competition, forcing the old guard to slash prices and innovate, and sucking in new contenders. The boom has seen star writers, paid as if they were Wall Street titans, sent rents for Hollywood studios lots into the stratosphere, and overtook the 20th century media barons, including Rupert Murdoch, who sold much of his empire to Disney in March. Amid the debris and deals, the outlines of a new business model are becoming clear. It relies on broadband and devices, not cable packages, and overwhelmingly on subscriptions, not advertising. Unlike in search or social media, no firm in television and video streaming has more than a 20% market share by revenues. The contenders include Netflix, Disney, AT&T, Time Warner, Comcast, and smaller upstarts. Three tech firms are active too. YouTube, owned by Alphabet, Amazon, and Apple, although their collective market share is still small. The music industry is also contested, with the biggest firm, Spotify, having a 34% market share in America. Disruption has created an economic windfall. Consider consumers first. They have more to choose from at lower prices and can pick from a variety of streaming services that cost less than $15 each, compared with $80 or more for a cable bundle. Last year, 496 new shows were made, double the number in 2010. Quality has also risen, judged by the crop of Oscar and Emmy nominations for streamed show and by the rising diversity of storytelling. Workers have done reasonably. The number of entertainment, media, arts, and sports jobs in America has risen by 8% since 2008, and wages are up by a fifth. Investors, meanwhile, no longer enjoy abnormally fat profits, but those who back the right firms have done well. A dollar invested in Viacom shares a decade ago is worth 95 cents today. For Netflix, the figure is 37. Many booms turn to bust. Unlike, say, WeWork, most entertainment firms have a plausible strategy, but too much cash is now chasing eyeballs. Netflix is burning $3 billion a year and would need to raise prices by 15% to break even. Tricky when there are over 30 rival services. It hopes that its fast growing international markets will create economies of scale, as well as the saturation. That the other danger is that deals and high spending have caused American business media firms to build up $500 billion of borrowing. When the shakeout comes, history offers two dispiriting examples of how a consumer friendly boom can turn into a stitch up. Telecoms and airlines in America saw a riot of competition in the 1990s, only to become financially stretched and then reconsolidated into oligopolies that are known today for poor service and higher prices. This is why government has a role in keeping the entertainment business competitive. First, it should prevent any firm, including the tech giants, from acquiring a dominant share in the content business. Second, it should require the companies that own the gateways to content, such as telecom firms or handset providers such as Apple, that can control what screens show, to have an open access policy and not discriminate against particular content firms. Last, it should make sure subscribers can move their personal data from one firm to another so they do not become locked into one service. Don't lose the plot. No longer be able to act normally or understand what's happening. I lose the plot. Few people look to Hollywood for economics lessons, but the entertainment epic has featured vibrant capital markets. Buyout firms, stock markets, and junk bonds have all financed the industry's reinvention. The stars have been billionaire entrepreneurs such as Reed Hastings, Netflix boss, and open borders have set the scene. Since talent comes from around the world and a majority of streaming subscribers now live outside America. Across the economy, these elements are at risk as politicians and voters veer away from open and free markets. For a reminder of why they matter, turn on your screen and press play.